Mark Ray Money from MMA Fighting with
I'm not
Anthony Smith at the UFC 235 press conference. Anthony, I guess we just found out that do we have some beef? Do we have beef?
No. I wouldn't say it's beef. I understand.
I don't think I ever said that Jon Jones is unbeatable.
It was pretty close to that. It may not have been word for word, but it was pretty close to that. Or maybe it was the other guy that was with you on the other side. But either way,
I feel like I'm exonerated now.
Maybe. We'll see. I understand the invincibility factor that Jon brings to the table. I understand that other people see him as unbeatable, and I understand that people see it as a tall task. I just don't see it like that.
I have to break in real quick. This suit is fantastic.
Thank you very much.
What
Wait,
color
hold
would
on
you
a second.
call this? Yeah.
I don't know what color it is. well, look at this.
Oh my goodness.
You see this? Look at this.
Lionheart.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Like that?
You got to move your phone though. Your phone's in the way.
Is my
You gotta
phone in the
show
way?
off.
Hold
Yeah,
on a second.
There you go.
There we go. Look at that.
That's custom made?
Yeah. You should see the collar. Just saying. I'll show you guys later.
All right. I was going to ask you, Anthony, before I got very distracted by the duds. This time last year, January 2018, could you have imagined being in this spot, going for the 205 title against Jon Jones?
No. And in January, I'm still at 185, and the weight cuts were terrible, and I was kind of struggling to kind of find my way a little bit. You kind of always feel like a piece is missing, and you do your best to try to put it together, and I didn't really find that groove until March or April, and it's crazy how this sport changes so quickly, and you don't know what the landscape's going to look like, and it only takes a couple big wins and can really turn everything around.
How closely were you watching Jones' hearing on Tuesday in front of the Nevada Commission?
Not as closely as you would expect. Check my phone periodically for updates on it. I take all the other stuff out of it. I just care if he's licensed. That's all I care about. That's the only thing that mattered to me. Jon Jones had a license. That's all I care about. So, but I was training. It was a long hearing. It was like 4 hours or something like that. So, I got 2 training sessions in the time he was sitting in a chair. So,
you're ahead of the game.
Yeah, and that's how my brain works. Like he's there dealing with that stuff. I got 2 workouts on him. So, not as closely as people would expect.
Do you feel like he is using PEDs? Do you think he's a doper?
To be honest with you, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Number one, but I was fighting for years before USADA was a thing. I've been fighting people on steroids my whole career. So it just genuinely doesn't matter. And I think with it, without it, Jon Jones is one of the greatest talents we've ever seen in MMA. And I don't think that any of that other stuff matters. I don't think that stuff would change that. With it or without it, Jon Jones is going to be the world champion. And that's just how it is. And that's the guy I'm preparing for. So it's all just a big distraction. And that's why I tune it out and I don't talk about it. And I genuinely don't care, man.
So then last thing, how does Anthony Smith dethrone Jon Jones?
What was the question?
How does Anthony Smith dethrone?
What are we doing?
How do you win?
I just keep doing what I always do. I take the name and the face away from the body, and I run through that body. He's a problem, and we got to solve it. And my coaches are doing what they do. They're the best in the world of breaking him down, and they're the best at finding holes and tendencies, and that's what we do. My coach Mark says it all the time. We're not fighting Jon Jones. We're fighting the problem that he brings to the table, and that's it. And that's how Jon beats a lot of people. He's beating people before they leave the locker room, and I'm just not that guy. I'm not afraid of Jon Jones, and I don't care what he's done. It doesn't matter, and that's how I attack it.
Thanks, Anthony. Good luck, man. Appreciate it.